event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of 19 corners, and don't expect to see much overtaking here today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Sonny Hayes lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Leclerc, Ocon, Antonelli, Sainz, and Oscar Piastri, Hülkenberg, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, and Albon, Gasly, Lawson, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Ollie Behrman, Doohan, Tsunoda, Hadjar, and Joshua Pearce rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier. But critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow-speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. No tyre concerns at the moment,
we've
just
got some
focus on
clear
the
track
driving.
in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down. Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
The checkered flag flies, and Sonny Hayes today can say, I'm a winner.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
There's room for 3 on their podium, but only ever 1 right at the top. Let the celebrations begin. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.